Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to show you guys the absolute best smokes for Nuke, the ones that are going to actually win you games. So that means no filler, no unnecessary smokes that you're not going to use, just the ones that are going to help swing rounds in your favor. So no more yapping from me, let's jump right in. So since we started off on the T side, I'm going to show you guys this absolutely crazy wall smoke setup. First I'll show off these two that land on the ground. Then I'll show you this next, the other variant. It's on top of Mini here. It covers even all the way through the bottom of Mini. This one's absolutely nuts, so I'll show you all three. And there are different use cases for why you'd want to use one or the other, but I'll go over that here in a second. And the best part though about all three of these is that they all are from the exact same lineup. So all you do is look for this blue door out of spawn. Just run up to this wall here, tuck yourselves just generally on the corner. Doesn't have to be exactly perfect, but this is about how I line myself up here. Then you want to turn around, aim at this little fence here, and jump throw at the corner right here. That'll be your first outside smoke. You want to aim up at the top of this light here. You're going to aim on the right side for the one that lands on the ground. And then just jump throw right about here on the corner of the light itself. As you'll see when these fly all the way over, it's going to bounce off the roof, land right next to the first wall smoke. And overall, this gives you absolutely full coverage for your outside push. Now, obviously, this is very strong for a few different reasons. First being, as a team, if you decide you want to lurk down secret, or even if you just want to take outside control for your early rounds, this is the absolute best way to do it. These two smokes cover off all of garage, obviously. It covers off hell, covers off credit card in this area here, the blue box, absolutely all of these angles. So it becomes really easy on the T side, as you can see if I'm running up. It becomes really easy to clear red, fight for these angles here, walk down secret if you want to push. If you don't want to be spotted by the heaven guy, it's very easy to walk on the corner of this smoke here, just right along the edges. You can kind of back up and peek from over on this angle here if you really want to fight the guy, which I would really recommend. But if you have to, you have to. And then for the third smoke, you want to line yourself up in the same exact spot, but instead of on the right side of the light, you're going to go to the left side and then a little bit out into the left. So don't put it right on the side of the light like we did for the other wall smoke. You're going to aim up into the left a little bit, right about here. This will change based on your resolution, so I would play around with this in a practice mode. For me personally, on 4-3, it's right here. So we're going to jump throw. I will say though, it's not too dependent on resolution, but I definitely would double check it just so you can get the exact spot. So as you can see, this is a perfect waterfall smoke, covers off all of Mini. This one's really strong as well. For those rounds where, say it's an eco round and you just really want to take long fights, this lets you take a lot of outside control without having to worry about somebody being close by with like an XM or something. I can't tell you how many times I've seen in my Faceit games, I'm going to get caught off guard playing this angle here with an XM or hell, even a 5.7 because that gun is obviously just insane. So if you're really just trying to eliminate this angle here and just take outside control, this is a really good way to do it. So one more cool little thing about this smoke is that if you're jumping on top of Marshmallow or Silo, it does cover off the garage angle. And on top of that, if you walk all the way around the back, you can kind of sneak alongside, not be seen by the garage guy, and pop up above the smoke to take the fight. You'd be surprised how many times it catches them off guard if you take the fight this way, as opposed to just swinging like this, because this is obviously a much more common angle. If you want to be really crazy, you could even drop down through the mini smoke inside of Mini itself. And a lot of teams will not expect this. Obviously, if you make as much noise as I just did, they will, but for the player that's playing here, it's really hard to react to somebody flying at you through smoke. So sometimes it'll just catch them off guard, especially if they're not expecting it, or if they're playing back towards sight because you have this smoked off. Whatever the situation might be, there's a lot of options you can do with the smoke. It's basically my main point. So next, moving over onto the A site, we're shadowed through this really good smoke that allows you to drop through vents, or catch the A players really off guard if you just want to run through it. Overall, it's a really good smoke. It allows you to lurk if you want to get inside this vent. Or my absolute favorite thing is if there's a guy playing HUD every single round, you throw this smoke, and you don't drop, you just wait for them. A lot of times they'll panic and just kind of run at you and you'll get a free kill this way. Don't work every round, obviously, but it's really fun to do every once in a while. But to throw this smoke without me yapping anymore. So before I show you the lineup, I want to make sure that you guys are absolutely every single round breaking the glass up here. This is absolutely crucial to do because if you're only breaking the glass when you're going to throw this smoke, they're going to start expecting it. That's not something you want to do is be predictable. So make sure you're being unpredictable. Break the glass every single round you're on T side. It helps you out way more than you'd ever think. So after we've broken the glass though, we're going to run, find this left corner outside of spawn here. Tuck yourselves all the way in the corner. Then we're going to want to look for this white box here. Basically take your crosshair up and to the right. You'll see these little vertical lines here. We're going to go over and count, not from this first one, but the second one. I'm sure there's a better way of describing it. Basically, you just want to put your crosshair right here. And then jump throw. As you can see, this will perfectly land through the glass that you just broke, which also does affect the lineup, so make sure you're breaking this glass once again. But it'll bounce, land absolutely perfectly, covering off your entrance to vent. Or like I said, you can use it as a lurk smoke. Kind of wait for them to drop down through the vent. Whatever you want to do with the smoke. But this one is really, really strong, especially if you're breaking the door every round. Then one more little tip for the smoke. If you guys are on an eco round, or if you have Mac 10s, or if you just have a really not great buy, one of my absolute favorite things to do is after the smoke is thrown, you obviously want to break the door. run, chuck a flash off this vent here, turn from it obviously. And if you have Mac 10s, Tech 9, you're on an Eco, whatever it might be. If you're running through the smoke with a flash, it becomes really easy to overwhelm this mini guy. And you'll get out of the smoke before the guy playing Heaven or Backside even has a chance to kill you. So just end up flying at somebody with a Mac 10, and it's a really easy way to flip the round in your favor. Once again, it kind of leans into the whole idea of being unpredictable. Or you could even throw the same exact flash behind you and fight towards sight. It doesn't blind you, obviously, but if you're sitting here waiting to hold the smoke, they get fully hit. So just another cool little thing you can do. Then moving over to ramp, because there's really not all too many smokes you're going to need to throw for B. This is one that I see a lot of people not using, and it's something that I think is super beneficial, especially in lower elos where they're unable to kill the guy hill. What you're going to want to do is, as you're running on through trophy, you're going to want to look on the right side of this no smoking sign here, basically just on this angled wall. And as you're running, you just throw smoke. It really is that easy. This will smoke the entrance to hell. This allows you to fight either side without having to worry about the hell guy. And it lets you clear this corner here basically for free. And this allows you to eliminate a lot of angles, and it should make your ramp push a lot easier. Obviously, you still have to fight them through this angle here, but just to get your teammates out, this is a really good way to do it. And if you're really worried about the hell guy and you just want to smoke them off, which I get it, sometimes it happens, it becomes really easy. Just have a teammate run and throw smoke this way. And it's really hard to mess this up. So if you just want to smoke this guy off and really have an easy way to run down ramp, this is a pretty decent setup. Not to say it's the best smokes in the world, but